How you guys doing? My name is Frank James Bailey. You probably see my videos here on TikTok or on YouTube or all over social media like on Instagram and stuff. So you probably know that I'm a writer. I wrote the Turkana comic book series. So far it has 7 comics in the series. It's about a female superhero named Turkana. I also wrote a romantic comedy novel called The Taming of April as well. And I'm sure if you follow me, you probably know that I'm working on other stuff as well, like a female wrestling series about a girl named Olivia. So just in case you don't know who I am or what I do, now you're informed. And as you probably already know, I go to Comic-Cons and bookstores to promote and sell these books that I love to write so much. Now, the whole point of this video is, this weekend, there is a huge Comic-Con going on in New York. It's called, well, the New York Comic-Con. I have never been to this Comic-Con before. But if you follow me at all, you probably know that I have been itching and debating on whether to at least apply for this Comic-Con or not. Now, obviously, it's happening this weekend. I can't apply for it and go right now. But every June or July, the New York Comic-Con sends me an email with an application attached to it for an artist alley table at the New York Comic-Con. And every year, I'm always hesitating to fill it out. Now, there's a couple of big reasons why I'm always hesitating. One, I may live in a small town now, but I've been to big cities before. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Indianapolis. But I've never been to New York, and those cities that I've been to before, even though I grew up in Cleveland, those cities are small in comparison to New York City. So that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of hesitating, because holy cow, this city's gonna eat me alive. And the other reason is, well, it's super expensive. In the summer of 2023, when I was sent an email with an application for the New York Comic-Con, at that particular time, an artist alley table was around $525. If I were to even apply for it, that is the most I've ever seen for a table at a Comic-Con. For the record, Fan Expo Cleveland is around $250, $230, something like that. The Cincinnati Comic Expo is around $250, $230. Smaller cons in Dayton are around $75. Toledo's around $95. But New York City is super expensive. Over $500 for an artist alley table. Let alone the fact I have to find a hotel room. That's going to cost a lot of money too. Now, I do have a friend of mine in New York that said I could stay with him for a couple of days for the New York Comic Con, but I think where he lives is about 45 minutes away from where the con is going on. So I'm not going to ask myself, okay, if I do that, is it worth a 45-minute trip just to save money on a hotel room? Again, I don't know New York. But the one biggest reason I've been hesitating to go to New York City, at least to apply for it, is because I don't think I have enough material to sell at that big of a con. Yes, I have my Turkana comics. Yes, there are 7 comics in the series. I'm working on number 8. Yes, I wrote a romantic comedy novel called The Taming of April. There is a special cover to it. I only have a little bit left, but there's still a special cover to it. I'm working on other books about a female wrestler. I'm crossing my fingers I'll have at least 2 more books different than Turkana by next year in 2024. One of them is a wrestling book, and one of them is kind of like a horror book. Let alone the fact I'm still writing the next Turkana comic number 8. So, do I have enough material and enough books and enough content stuff to sell at the New York Comic-Con? So that if I invest all this money into a hotel room, into the table, the time, the energy, will I earn my money back? Or do I even look at it that way? Because this is New York City, baby! I'm probably never going to talk to somebody super important in Hollywood or in the business in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. It has to be New York or LA or Chicago maybe. Nothing wrong with Cleveland. I grew up in Cleveland. I love Cleveland. Cincinnati's a fantastic town too, and so is Toledo. But let's be honest. Somebody who might want to buy my book and turn it into a movie, or buy my Turkana comic series and turn it into a cartoon series, is probably not going to be in Cleveland or Cincinnati. They might be in New York. And the only way I'll ever get the chance to even meet or network with somebody who might make that dream possible is in New York. So, I think I'm going to try for the New York Comic-Con next year. This doesn't mean I'll get in. It just means they're going to send me an application. I'm going to fill it out and say, yes, I'd like to go. If they send me a big yes back, then yeah, I'll go to the New York Comic-Con in 2024. But if they reject me, I probably won't even have to worry about it. The whole point is, next summer, I am definitely going to fill out the application to try to get to the New York Comic-Con in 2024. So to all my creator friends going to the New York Comic Con this year, hopefully I will see you next year in New York City. Here's hoping.